Hello guys, today I'll be discussing about a topic about nth child selector in CSS, and I'll be applying this nth child selector on list items. Now unordered list have the type of disk, square and circle. So those are the common types which we generally use. But apart from these general styles, that is disk, square and circle, there are something like katakana, irohi or something like that. I don't know how to spell them. Here it's written. Here it is katakana, hiragana, iroha, hiragana, Hebrew, Gargion, something like that. So first of all, we will be creating a simple ordered list, unordered list, and we will be applying disk, square and circle. Then we will be applying some CSS to it, that how nth child even and odd works in, I mean how nth child property selector, this selector property works, interpreted by the browser. Then we will be looking into this weird type of fonts, katakana, hiragana, iroha. I don't know how to spell them correctly. I know I am pronouncing them incorrectly, but I don't know how to pronounce them. Maybe I should take the help of Google and translate something like that. So instead of wasting time on how are they spelled or how are they pronounced, let's quickly move into Visual Studio Code and build our objective or work on our objective, which is how nth child even odd works. So let me open up my Visual Studio Code. So I will be making a new file and I will be naming it as something like so this is a nth program, so n.html maybe, and let me create a boilerplate code. Fine. Now I'll be having a container. So before having container, I'll be having a unordered list. So ul, and its class will be ul dot, and it will be have some CSS property. So ul maybe main, and it will be having some list item, and maybe it will be having 9 list items. Okay, so the list items, maybe I will be naming them with fruits. So apple, then guava, lemons, oranges, grapes, dates. I think dates are also kind of fruit, and then maybe pineapple, and then apple, guava, lemon, orange, grape, dates, pineapple, and then maybe banana, BANA, banana, fine, banana, and maybe lychee. So let me save this file and open in live server, and we'll be making some small changes, and then we'll be developing our code. So this is how it looks. Now let me make this screen a little bit smaller and bring this in here. Let me close the Explorer window so that the working area is, the visibility of the working area is more. Now I want to bring all of these apples. So by default, unordered list are being taken as circle. So I can mention here style, and within style I'll be having dot main, and it will be having list style. So list style type, so disk is by default, I will be saying square. Let me save the file, and this is how square looks. Now comes the portion of this weird kind of fonts, which I'll be pasting this particular page link in my this YouTube description of this video. So we have hiragana. Let's click on this hiragana and let's see how it looks. So hiragana looks something like this. So let me move to Visual Studio Code and let me select hiragana. So square, disc and circle, these are the common types. This is circle and I'll be choosing hiragana. Let me save the file and this is how hiragana looks. Now I want this to be enclosed within a container so that I can move this whole of the sections of the list item to the center of the screen. So I'll be saying container and I'll be cutting this ending tag of this div and I'll be pasting all the way across to the down, Control V. Then I'll be mentioning the CSS like dot container and it will be having a text align of center and I want to change the width of it. So I will be changing the width to maybe 30% of the whole screen. Let me save the file. Okay, and I want to move this whole of the content. So body and I'll be text align center. Let me save the file. Nothing changed. Okay, so I am having some problem with the CSS. So within the body, let me declare here center. Let me cut this portion of text, Control X and move all the way across to the down before this div section and paste Control V and press Control S. Fine. Now comes the question of how nth child works. So li list item nth child and I'll be saving event and they will be having some maybe font family and it will be having a font color as well, font family, and it will be having a background of maybe tilde 10 maybe, and for font family I'll be moving into Notepad. And since format font, let me select Gabriola, maybe Gigi. Let me copy this piece of code and paste it in here. So Control V and Control S. So this is how Gigi looks, and so these are the even child, and likewise I can say for the odd child, Control C and let me paste it, Control V. I'll be naming it as odd, ODD, and for the font family I'll be selecting Notepad. So Notepad, and I'll be selecting maybe Harlow Solid, this one. Let me copy this portion of copy this selected this type of font and paste it in here, Control V, and also I'll be changing from 10 to maybe a greener shade, maybe yellowish shade maybe, or reddish shade, something like this. Fine. So let me no, it still looks the same, so I'll be selecting this one. Okay, fine. Let me save the file. This is how it works. Now this apple, guava, lemons, they are all written, there is no gapping in between them. So what we can say, that we can again say li and apply some margin top, and we can say maybe 10px. Let me save the file. So there are some gapping in between. So, and we can apply a color to the body background also, and maybe it will be aqua. Let me save the file. nothing changed. Okay, fine. So it's background color, maybe background. Okay, so it's not working. So let me try out this way: body, background, and I'll be saying aqua. Let me save the file. That's the final output of my. So this is nth child. So nth child means even, odd, and I can change the font size as well. So I'll be changing the font size of all the li items. So I'll be saying that font size, and let me make it maybe 30px. Let me save the file. Fine. So that's a short tutorial or a short guide on how to use your unordered list, and I'll be pasting this particular link of this section. So maybe what will be, I mean, how will it look if I use upper grid? So let me again move to Visual Studio Code and keep this one open at the side of it, and I'll be saying that apart from hiragana, I'll be saying that upper Greek, upper. So upper Roman is also there. Let me save the file. This is how upper Roman looks, and if I say upper Greek, let me save the file. This is how upper Greek. Okay, fine. So upper Greek means decimal number system, and upper Roman. Save the file, and this is how it looks. It looks kind of weird. So this pineapple is out of the box, so I can say that pineapple is, there was 30%. So the width of the container was 30%. I can increase it to maybe 45%, something like this. So that's all for this tutorial. I hope you find this intuitive and apply it on your own, this CSS, this particular tutorial guide. And do throw some like, give some comments, subscribe to my channel to boost my motivation. That's all for this guy, for this short tutorial. Happy coding, guys.